All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay, it's good that you. So, can we also have somebody today that will respond for the class? Okay. Who is responding? Who is responding for the class? Who is responding? If you know you're the one responding for the class, I want you to give me your name. Please let's turn off our microphones and our videos. It's disturbing our meeting, our microphones and our videos. Let's turn them off, please. I just need one person's mic to be unmuted. Just one person that will be responding. And who is that person? Please give me your name. Who is that person?
Kazim Ajibola.
Okay, Ajibola, you'll be responding for the class. All right. So
Okay.
apart from Ajibola, every other person mute your mic. Every other person mute your mic.
Are they busy? Are they busy?
Hello. Hello.
You're,
I'm with you.
you guys are actually delaying my time. You guys are delaying my time, believe me. We have a lot of things to do and we have 36 minutes to hold this meeting because I'll close this meeting exactly 10 p.m. So it's advisable we start now. Please, you're killing time.
I'm with you, mentor.
Yeah, Ajibola, I know, but I've not gotten a quiet environment from your class. I
Okay.
need a very calm environment to hold my meeting. Some persons, their mics are still unmuted. All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, I hope you can all hear me. So please, as I speak, if you lost my network in any way, if you lost the audio, just give me signal on our chat box. But as long as you can hear me, Ajibola will respond for everybody. But at any time you lost the audio, just give me signal on our chat box. Thank you. So, how was our day? I hope we had a very nice day. And I want to go straight into our meeting so we could discuss some very important things. I was marking today, I went through our task to see some things we've done. I went through other tasks for the day, that's for day two. But majorly, I've been on SWOT analysis. I've been marking this evening. I've been on SWOT analysis, and I saw some things that I wasn't really too encouraged. I wasn't very encouraged. Some persons did very well. Some other persons, I think what we need is proper understanding, proper explanation, which I'm going to be doing in this meeting. Now, some of you submitted, like, should I call names?
Okay, you
It's
may.
good I call names.
Sure, ma.
Okay, Boniface, number, you submitted your SWOT analysis, but your work is so jam-packed, no space. You just wrote like a note, and all these observations I got, you just wrote like it's a note, and you didn't submit a link. You just submitted your work straight for me to see. I wonder how you did that, and but it's really the very wrong way. So I wrote to you, please, I don't understand what you have done here. So go do it again and submit a link to me to assess your work. All I need from you for SWOT analysis, separate your work, make it more organized. Your work is not organized. Make it organized. Use Google Doc. Use Google Doc for SWOT analysis and resubmit your work. If you can, I advise you go over it tonight. Thank you. Now, for Uwankama Innocent, you locked your access to your link, so I couldn't mark. You didn't give me access. One thing is very important. Before the submission of your link, you must give access. So please go back to your work and give me access to view. I cannot mark a work I can't view. So go back and give me access so I can view your work. I hope I'm communicating.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Then for Adoge Stephen, you don't use Google Sheet for SWOT. You use Google Doc, and what you used here is Google Sheet. I cannot mark you. On a normal day, I would have just given you total failure. But I've given you an opportunity to go and correct it, go and recopy your work and put it in Google Doc, not Google Sheet. SWOT analysis is not meant for Google Sheet. Now for Adetomi, I was told your file does not exist. Bridget Adams, I assume you did not submit anything because this is not a link. I want you to go back and check what you submitted. Bridget Adams, this is not a link. I think you're getting it wrong somewhere because I can see you submitted twice here. So you can go back to it. Bello Suleiman, you did well. Your work was nice, but you were pen dropping. What I mean by pen dropping is there was no proper explanation to what you were writing, and they were too short. If you're giving me SWOT analysis, you're talking about the strengths, you're talking about opportunity, you're talking about weakness and all of that. You should be able to give me at least 4 points under each of them. For SWOT analysis, okay, NS, I can see you have a question. I'm coming. For SWOT analysis, you give me 4 points each. So if you're talking about strength, you tell me 4 strengths of MMM. If you're talking about the weakness, you're talking about the risk, you're talking about the opportunity, I need at least, I'm talking of least. Some persons actually do very well. I'm some correct of you. I may not be able to mention all your names, but like Ajibola that's talking to me now. I'm very good with names, so I can get them. It's his work was so organized. He did something proper, and I was really very happy about it. Ajibola, thank you. I hope that you should do better in other tasks as I mark. So please,
Okay.
I beg you, you're welcome. I beg go back to it, Bridget, and understand what you are doing. Bello Suleiman, go back and give me 4 points each. You're making sense, but your points are very few for me to mark. So I'm giving you another opportunity. Ernest, you can go on with your question. Ernest Efe. Actually, I actually have not started at all. How long can it wait, man? Ernest, please, I'm not so strong. Oh, I'm very sorry about that. But I advise to you do it as quick as possible. The more you delay, the more you give me more work. You make me go back to your task. So the school admin decide when to close it. The school admin decide when to remove your tax totally. So please, now that you have the permission to do it, I hope you get well soon and you go back to it. Thank you. Are we good? Can I continue? Ernest.
Yeah, you can.
All right. Okay. So the next person, Precious, no assets, clever. Clever gave me as I was complaining for I complained for Bello. Clever gave me just two opportunities. You would agree with me that MMM cannot have just two opportunities. I can name 20 opportunities to you in MMM. I'm sure for this few period that the system has not been working so well, that the system has been trying to do a restructure. Some persons actually, you said you are on it, that's some persons actually other systems since tried other schemes and source testimonies actually far better. People out there believe in this system, a lot of people, no matter what. So you can't just tell me we have just two opportunity. I beg you to go back to it. For some other persons, I'm really still marking. But Mohammed Baba Suleiman, I beg you to give me a link. This is not how I told you to submit. What I need is a link. Thank you. A link. For some other people, after our meeting this evening, I will keep this. And if you know, among these things I have mentioned, you've made any of these mistakes, go correct it, please. If you've made any of these mistakes I have mentioned, go back to it and correct it. So opportunity, you may really not have it. And I want to, among somebody's trying to say something. Somebody's trying to say something. Okay, Osita, what's your question? Osita, what's your question? Okay, Precious, you said you have made yours accessible. I'll go back to it and check. I'll go back and check. Yes, that's what you're meant to use. Osita, you're correct. That's what you're meant to use. I told you this is where the school is. Okay, Kanu, what's your question? Daniel, what's your question? Osita, you're welcome. Daniel, what's your question? We're waiting for you. Drop your question in writing. Is Daniel still with us? You do not know if your link is correct. Okay, Daniel, you are supposed to. You know what I did when I was going through Guidance School? Before I submit any of my link, I copy it and paste it somewhere and click on it. That's what I do. I'll click on it to see if what I'm submitting is actually correct. So you can know, even while you're submitting, you can click on your link to see or not. So you should be the one to check and do that. If I didn't mention your name, you should go back and check if your link is correct. Have I answered your question? All right. So who is the next person? Do we have any other question? Do we have any other question? Do you have any challenge with your task today? Everything you did today, do you understand it? Do you have any challenge during your task? Do you have any challenge submitting? Proper understanding of the founder of MMM, Sergey Mabrodi? I'm sure you should have known more about him by now because that was what your task for today stated. Do you know very well the evolution of MMM? The evolution. You understand it very well. And I'm sure all of you have taken your tests. You've taken your test on the evolution of MMM. I'm sure you've done that. Ajibola, are you still with me? Can you hear me, everyone? Please, if you can hear me, give me a sign.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Everyone, are we done with our test, evolution test? You have read and you answer your questions correctly. Okay, there will be no meeting tomorrow. Tomorrow is my holiday. we don't work on Sundays, but I may be going through your work, even though I am not going to be working with you officially. I'm not going to hold any meeting with you, but I would like you to do every necessary correction you need to do. So by Monday, you continue with a fresh day. Let's not start taking ourselves back. I remember Precious said he has corrected his own. I'll go back and see. So for every other person, I hope that you would correct your own. Even if I have not mentioned your name and you know that you made any of these mistakes, like I said, kindly go back and make your corrections. I would not entertain complaints. I would not entertain mentor, why did I fail or why did you fail me? And I want you to understand that I don't fail anybody. If you pass your task, then I would like you to know that you actually merited it. If you do not merit it, I won't give it to you. Um, you are friends with me, but I told you that I do not want to produce half-baked guiders. I want to produce guiders that can represent our community. I'm so personally, and I know other mentors too. We are so passionate about MMM, and I know you are also passionate, and that's why you're here in school. So, like I told you yesterday, it's for your own good. Try and give it your best. Try and give it all you can, because this is the opportunity you have. And for you to become a guider, you are going to have streams of people under you. And the truth is, it's whatever you communicate to them, that's what they'll believe. So whether you're telling the truth, whether you're not telling the truth, whether you have proper knowledge, whether you know what you're saying or you don't know what you're saying, the people would listen to you because you carry that name in quotes, guider. So guider is beyond a title. It's not just a title, it is a responsibility. And to every responsibility, we require committed people. We need people that can stand to leadership. We need people that can take up mantles. We need people that can carry others along. So it's not a title. If you actually came here for the title, I advise you drop now that's early, because it's not worth it. It's not worth the whole stress. It's not worth the whole sleepless nights. It's not worth the meetings. It's not worth trying to do the task. But if you must do the task, please understand what you are doing. If you must do the task, then you must know the task. You must be able to explain it to the other person. Like I used to say, a leader that cannot transfer information to a 4 years old child is not a leader. No matter how vital, no matter how difficult the information may sound or look like, as a leader, you should know it so much that you can break it down and explain it to a kid that's 4 years old. So, note it, we're training leaders, we're training people that represent us in community. We are training MMM ambassadors. We are making you Mavrodis in your little groups. So take it serious. If you make mistakes and I tell you to correct it, go back and correct it. Now that you have the opportunity to correct every mistakes you make, do that. I do not wish that any one of you fail. I want you to pass and come out well. And I would not also, for sentiment or any other reason, want to just pass any of you and just make you guided. It's not in my power to do that. It's not my tradition. And whether you like it or not, if for any reason you fail out of this particular guided school and you log into another and you get to meet another mentor, the same thing I'm telling you, you will be told. because we work with one mind and we have one understanding. We know the guiders are the future of MMM community. So if the future must be better than today, then we must produce quality guiders. I see you as guiders that will represent our community very well. I see you as guiders that I would be proud of soon. I beg all of you, take it serious because you are going to graduate as guiders by merit and attitude. I watched you the way you chat on the group. I beg you to be composed. I watch some of the things you say. There are languages you are not expected to use. You can't do that in your public society. But the truth is, what you do here is how you would relate with your structure, is how you would relate with your downlines when you become a guider. And there's something I want to tell you tonight that I want you to take very important. I hope that every one of you is listening to me.
Yep.
If you have been in my class before, you would know I always say to my students, it will help you outside guidance school. I always say to them, sometimes I give them a test with certain things. And after the test, I would say to them, but I have decided to say to you tonight, even without a test, even if a test may come later. But there's something I like every one of you to possess. And this is very important. Like I said, I've told other students that graduated from guidance school. And this is patience. For you to be a guider, for you to be a leader in MMM, I'm communicating with Nigerians now. So in MMM Nigeria, for you to be a leader, you must have patience. And patience is a virtue. Patience is not bots. Patience is not something you can wake up overnight and build. It's a virtue that must come from your inside. Because most time, even while you go through this school, when you have graduated, when you become guiders, your patience will be tested. It will. You will have participants under you and those not under you that will test your patience. And I wonder what you're going to do then. If you don't get anything from guidance school, get patience. You must learn how to be patient with yourself. You must learn how to be patient with people. Then you can be a good leader and raise a fervent structure. Patience is the foundation where you can build your structure in this community. So if you want to have a lasting structure, you must build patience. When you build patience in your leadership, you would have a lot of people that can look up to you. You would have a lot of people that can take everything you say as correct. It is a virtue. If you lose everything, please don't lose it. As a guider, you need patience. I know what I mean. Some of you will agree with me now that even as participants that have referrers under you, it's not been easy. Talk more of becoming a guider. You know, it's funny, but like I told you, our participants see us as himself. Of course we are, because we are representing him. So everything we do, everything we say, they count it as my brother is talking to us. Some of them call me and ask me, what can I do about this and this? What can I do about that? Some very nasty questions that could even provoke you. But patience is a virtue. Yes, Osita, I'm sure you've experienced some of these things I'm talking about. Somebody called me around January, I think the first or second week of January. Okay, no, it wasn't second week, sorry, because it was after 14th. It was the third week. And I picked up the call and she said, "Hello, Guida, what is wrong with you people?" On a normal day, I was supposed to reply, what's the meaning of that question? It was really annoying, but I started laughing because it sounds funny. I said, "Madam, I don't understand." I said, "What is wrong with you? I was told to PH. Somebody told me when I PH, I can GH, and I did, and my money has not been paid to me. Just tell me, I want to hear from you. What is wrong with you guys?" I smiled. So I asked her, "Am I your guider?" I said, "Please, what's your name, ma?" She told me, "Am I your guider?" She said, "No." I said, "So who am I to you?" She said, "You are my guider's guider," making it worse. I smiled and I told her I had to calm her down. I had to make her understand what's going on. I had to make her understand how people are working effortlessly to revive a community in full. I had to make her understand everything that is going on. And even while I was talking, she was shouting. Patience is a virtue. If you must grow this community. Okay, now we're telling people to PH again without getting 2016 Marvels. How do you think you can communicate that to your people? Somehow, when you even hear it as a guy that is carrying, and you're like, I'm not even sure some of you have even PH'd. I'm not sure. Okay, Osita is explaining.
I've convinced up to five
Oh,
people and they've
yeah,
paid. I can even send it their what's it called email to that they are not even under me.
yeah.
People I don't really
Seriously,
they are not even close to
that's
me.
beautiful.
Like and they're having
That's
a huge
beautiful.
money and they've even paid,
Ye-
but they've not even been matched.
Yes,
Me myself, I
yes.
paid last 2 weeks. I got paid yesterday. Yeah, I GH
Wow,
2 days ago, and the lady paid me yesterday. She had 96 hours,
beautiful.
and she paid
That's
like
beautiful.
she just like I am to pay you, and she sent the money immediately from Sky Bank
Wow.
to GT Bank. I was surprised.
Okay,
Seriously,
so wow, that's beautiful. So you know how it is somehow, and you know how it is sometimes. It's not
I'm
easy.
sure. Hello, I'm sure what the system they bring in, I think is really bringing up people motive by PHing again. Why did I say so?
Yes,
Every after that 2016 Mabu, they just want to collect their money and run away. But not even the old participants, new participants are even bringing money in to provide the
yes,
FGA, let the system roll in.
it's
I think
true.
that's
So
that's
please, fellow guiders to be, prospective guiders, I congratulate you in advance because I hope that you become guiders soon. I will launch you to the word in our community very soon. As you take the lead and become Mavrodies in your shoes. Thank you very much. Do we have any other question before I go? Okay, Kanu Daniel, let me hear your question. If
yeah,
you
please.
know, let
My
me,
first question is cool. I always choose red.
you said? You have a
guidance
question?
will always choose the
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Okay, if you can't speak, I want you to type.
okay.
If you can't speak, I want you to type. If I see it, I'll read and answer your question. You have to do that very fast. I want you to type if you can't speak. Apart from Kano, I'm seeing that its network is not very stable here. Apart from Daniel, any other question? As Daniel is coming up with his question, if you have any other question, please do that now. We're about ending this meeting for today. Okay, Anayo, I can hear you. You can type your question, Anayo. Type your question. Anayo, you can type and drop in the chat. Okay. Would there be a tax tomorrow? No, the tax for tomorrow is Monday. It's meant to be Monday. You're not supposed to work tomorrow, so we'll calculate it for Monday for you. Are you okay? Tomorrow is your holiday. You can eat, have good time for yourself, watch movies, sleep very well. But not when you are not done with your task of today. So if you know you have some mess to clean up behind, please clean them up. All right, you're welcome. Daniel, are you ready to talk to us now? We're waiting for Daniel before we go for the 9.
All right. Well, can you hear me now?
Daniel, I can hear you.
All right, Smart. My question is, some of our tax are still green, like the preparation day, and today's tax is still half green. I don't know if there's any problem with that.
Which of them is half green for today?
The preparation day, and although I've not checked back, but lately this evening it was still half green. The preparation day and
Are you
today's,
done? Are you done with it?
yes.
All right, no problem. Don't worry, I will go over them. Just keep doing other things you're doing. I'll go over them. Just be sure you are done and you did it correctly. I will go over it. Are we good? Ajibola, so can we end the meeting now? Like, Ajibola has not even been with us.
Yeah, I said my page is still showing red. Hello?
Ajibola, you said what?
Yeah, my page, if I want to, like, after logging in, like my guidance school page, it shows red. Someone to ask, is it because my Facebook link is not yet completed?
After logging in,
Did you get the question?
you said hello.
I said anytime I log in into my guidance school page, it has a red question mark there. I'm asking, is it because my Facebook link is not yet completed?
Okay, I'll check that and correct it. Who is speaking? Ajibola? Is that Ajibola speaking?
Yes.
All right, I'll correct that.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, I'll correct it. All right, Adibola,
Yes, ma'am.
Adibola, I want you to. All right, I want you to come to the. As soon as we leave this meeting, I want you to come to Porter, our school Porter online,
Okay.
and make a comment of your challenge. So I'll just copy your challenge and get the solution now for you. I'll log in and
Oh,
check for a solution. So come into the class and make a complaint. I will copy it and get a solution. If not this night, tomorrow morning, I'll do that. All right, everyone, have a nice evening and sleep well. Goodbye.
goodbye.
All right.
I said